Welcome once again, nerds, to the Clips channel. This is a smaller portion of a much larger video called The Week in Nerddom that happens over on the main channel. This portion is specifically the gaming and tech portion, where we're going to be talking about brand new things in the world of gaming and tech. So like new computer things. We don't really get too deep into that. I feel like the guys over at Linus and Gamers Nexus and such cover that fairly well, so we'll get the broad strokes there. We'll get in a little bit more deeply in the gaming side of things, so new announcements, DLCs, etc., and then, you know, we're going to suggest some things for you to try out between now and next time you come back. So thank you for joining me. Let's get into the news.
And then that puts us in gaming and tech. We have some gaming and tech to talk about this week. I don't know exactly how this one's going to go because I didn't double check this section, so I apologize because we're very likely going to be running into... Oh, there it is. Huzzah! First thing on the list is Hollow Knight Silksong. This is almost rumor fodder here. Oops, hey, let's get back into this, shall we? This is almost rumor fodder at this point. We do have a lot of stuff happening this week, specifically today. Was it today? Pretty sure it's today as I'm recording. Today we have the Sony State of Play is happening today. And then we have a bunch of other stuff happening. Honestly, over the course of the next 2 weeks, it's going to be huge for the gaming and tech industries. Or gaming and tech section of the show, anyway. So, Hollow Knight Silksong, there are rumors, there's rumblings. It's a little bit more than rumor at this point for what exactly is coming next, when this game is coming out. So fans are thinking that the game is finally set to be released following a new update on the game. In 2017, Hollow Knight was released to critical acclaim, blah, blah, blah. Confirmed in 2019 that was working on Silksong. The game immediately became one of the most anticipated titles on the horizon, has remained that way for about 6 years. Yes, this side-scroller has been in development for 6 years, and fans have been patiently waiting. Well, patiently maybe not so much, but Hollow Knight Silksong has received a number of updates over the years, albeit somewhat infrequent. Silksong is expected to be much bigger in scope. We already know all this. After prolonged silence, there we go, fans just got an update that made them very excited. As spotted by Wario64, Silksong's SteamDB page received updates to its packages for the first time in 15 months. If this was any other week, fans would probably be a bit more skeptical, but updates coming the Summer Games Fest and the upcoming Xbox Showcase very, very soon. Silksong was confirmed for Nintendo Switch 2 as well, with an expected 2025 release date, and the Nintendo Switch 2 launches this week. Also, seems like there's a chance Silksong will get a shadow drop release sometime that I think is going a little too far out on a limb. Will it be in the next month? I would think that would be for sure. They will probably announce it at one of these big events, but the release will probably, I don't know, it could be same day announcement release. That could happen, but I don't see that necessarily happen. I more see them make the announcement and then talk about play next week on your console or whatever, because they're hopefully moving for a physical release as well, since it's going to the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is going to be an option. So that's what we have for Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's return to the notes and see where the hell we're supposed to go next. After Silksong, oh, hey, now we got a split. Yep, that's right. We gotta switch over to this screen. Ooh, look, we've never done this one on a news show before. So we have Splitgate has announced that they are going to be exiting. Oops, that is not what we wanted. We wanted this. Haha! And I'm probably gonna turn the volume down so I can hear myself think. But we have Splitgate moving into proper Season 1 and out of beta as of this Friday. As of June 6th. Yes, Season 1 begins June 6th. This is kind of the season release trailer, if you will. That sounds like Benjamin Todd. It's not, but it kind of sounds like him. Don't let your past define yours. We will all be judged the same someday. Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta get up and straight. All right, I think we're gonna mute that. Anyway, so Splitgate is leaving beta already. For the first game, it left a year or something like that to get out of beta. This time, we had a couple of weeks for beta, and now we're jumping right into the proper season, which means hopefully we'll get the map editor very, very soon, and lots of really awesome customizations. Or you can just play straight up, because the customizations are purely cosmetic. And that is, there you go. There will be something at Summer Games Fest for it. But yeah, purely cosmetic. That's all those the DLC, the download stuffs are. Nobody. Sorry, dog is getting barky. But yeah, Splitgate 2. If you haven't played it, you absolutely should. If we were going to have a suggestion this week, it would probably be that again, but we didn't. So I think we have another gaming trailer up next. Is that accurate? Gaming. Yes, we have the Battle Marked is what we're talking about next. So let's go into that. Let's pause for a moment. So we're going to turn the sound on. If I can find where the hell I'm going. Okay, so let's turn that sound back on. And we're going. This is Battle Marked. This is a new D&D game that I think we talked about when it was originally announced. I didn't fully understand what it was. Now it looks like just like a digital tabletop game, which kind of looks dope, but I haven't watched this trailer yet, so let's go.
From the depths of Neverwinter Wood, 4 battle-marked heroes will find their courage tested.
You must protect me! It's vital I reach the elves or it'll be war!
We need to protect Lord Elmer somehow.
I think we need to team up here.
An oil flask.
Yeah, so like turn-based online, obviously, tabletop style, because these are all like made to look like minifigs. So that's pretty cool.
They set out to save one man, but they just might save the world.
Save the world. The AI voices are a little bit much, not gonna lie. Card-based too. That was the other thing I was gonna say, is the card-based stuff. I don't know. I feel like that I've never played D&D card-based. I've also never played D&D with figs. I've always just done graph paper. So this is all very new to my D&D experience. Really cool, though.
Only
20-sided
those
die.
and bound by fate can defy the chaos that threatens to consume all.
Battle Marked begins late 2025. Steam, MetaQuest, and PS5. Not on the Xbox. That's unfortunate.
Demio, Dungeons and Dragons, Battlemark.
Oh, that's why it's figs, because of Demio. I totally forgot about that. It's in the freaking title of the video. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at for D&D Battle Marked. It looks pretty awesome. Probably have to get it on Steam if I end up getting it, but that is where we're at with that. Next on the list, we're still in gaming and tech. We have some regular-ass news. Oh, hey, that's right. Okay, so let's go. Let's switch back over to our reading stuff. Where the hell are we? Reading. We're gonna go here and do. Where are you? A little preview of the stuff that's coming up. There we go. 007 is where we're going next. We have a new 007 game announced from the developer that brought us Hitman. Scroll faster. This is coming. It's called 007 First Light, previously known as Project 007, been announced by IO Interactive, who is the studio that brought us the Hitman series. James Bond, one of the biggest characters of all fiction, having over 60 years of cinema under his belt, numerous novels, and a bunch of great video games, and some not-so-great video games. However, Bond has been MIA in the gaming industry for over a decade now. His last AAA title was 007 Legends in 2012, with the release of the Skyfall movie. Blah. No likely Summer Games Fest on Friday's Xbox Game Show Showcase on Sunday. One of the two is where we are assuming we're going to get official like trailer and first look. But First Light 007. So right now we don't know much about the game. IO Interactive has made some light teases about 007 over the years, but we're not exactly what it looks like. Will it be very action heavy, more espionage-y? Who's to say? We have other rumors that are going to be factoring into this as well that we'll get into in the rumor mill that I'm super stoked for also, but that's what we have on that one. Let's move next into, is this the next piece? I think this is the next piece. It's going to be the next piece either way, I guess, but Yeah, we already talked about the State of Play. It starts airing on Friday. Starts airing today, actually, later today. I haven't, as I'm recording this, it has not yet started. So, but right now we're talking about AMC. AMC is doing some dirty. They're seeing what Netflix is doing, and then they're stepping up a little bit over what Next is doing with their AI. So AMC is going to be using AI to generate marketing images and pre-visualization on projects. Marketing teams and pre-visualization artists working with AMC Networks might need to be on their toes. The company has reached an agreement to generate marketing images and pre-visualize projects before they enter production with Runway's AI tech. Runway is going to be doing this now. Some other Hollywood companies such as Lionsgate and Harmony Koreans, unfortunately named Edgelord, have agreed deals with Runway as well. Other studios are said to be testing models from various generative AI companies. According to The Hollywood Reporter, however, AMC is the first cable company to agree. Oh, I thought this was for AMC Plus, their streaming service. So never mind the Netflix comparison. The publication notes that AMC's profits dropped by nearly half to $63 million in its most recent earnings report. Wow. At least for the time being, AMC is not planning to include AI-generated images in its shows. However, the company that brought the likes of Mad Men and Breaking Bad to the world thinks it'll be able to sell viewers on shows and films using AI-generated images. Oof, I don't know if that's a good way to go, but yeah, the AI apocalypse has begun, as Tim Pool would say. That is nuts. Let's continue on. I think we might be done with gaming. Yes, that is the end of gaming and tech. Moving back into this shot.
Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, probably here.